Hello everyone, I'm Steve Gould.
And I'm Aaron Gould.
And on this episode of Gould Brothers Shoot to Thrill, we're biking and shooting.
Steve's going to kick things off with an exhibition shot where he's biking no-handed and shooting. You're going to have to stick around and see it to believe it.
And then we have a semi-automatic shotgun maintenance tip that you may be overlooking.
And stay tuned for the Aaron vs. Steve Shootout Challenge where we go head-to-head in a bike-by shooting.
Let's ride. All right, so I got my bike, got my Winchester SX3 sporting model. I'm gonna take a couple clays, throw them up in the air, put the gun upside down over my head while I'm riding no-handed and shoot the clays like that. Now I know some people watching are gonna think, well, this is very dangerous. This is a very risky shot. It's a bad example. And while I agree there is a certain amount of risk to it, the only thing that would be crazy and very dangerous is if you watching tried this at home. Just like we see stunt drivers, just like we see all sorts of things in the movies, things aren't meant to be replicated. We are at a closed range here that we have control of, and we've ran through this several times. I'm pretty experienced on a bike, pretty experienced with a gun. I am a trained professional after all. All right, let's go get it done.
Woo! There we go.
Well guys, that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Mainly for the reason that when I normally shoot with the gun over my head, I don't have a helmet on. So I had to change my sight picture a little bit. I had to get the gun up a little bit higher. We tried a few times where I wasn't getting it because the shells were trying to eject, but they were hitting my helmet. So we made some adjustments and went out there and got it done. That was a fun shot, challenging shot. Hope you enjoyed.
When we're performing crazy exhibition shots like Steve just did while riding a bike, we need our firearms to be operating at peak performance. Now, to keep your firearm operating at peak performance, it requires regular cleaning and every once in a while a little bit of maintenance. Many semi-automatic shotguns have a rubberized buffer in the back of the receiver. Now that rubberized buffer stops the bolt from contacting the receiver. Over time, this buffer can become damaged through extensive use or the use of harsh chemicals. And if this buffer becomes damaged, it can cause malfunctions in the operation of the firearm, or even worse, damage to the receiver itself. So when you're cleaning your firearm, check the condition of that buffer. If it's damaged, replace it. You'll be happy you did. Well, I'm not going to be riding a bike no-handed and shooting anytime soon, but I've challenged Steve to a little bike by shooting. We have a steel popper target here with a pigeon flipper. We're going to shoot the steel target. It's going to go down, it's going to hit the pigeon flipper, throw a clay into the air, and we have to shoot the clay. Now we have to do all of that while riding the bike and shooting one-handed. You think you're up to that?
I'm up for it. Let's see you do it then.
All right. Oh, so close. I was just a little bit under that one.
Oh, there it is.
You got it.
That's how we do a bike by shooting in the 56347.
Which is
Somewhere in Minnesota.
somewhere in Minnesota. Well, hey, I missed my clay. You completed the shot. You won the challenge this week, Steve.
That was fun.
That was pretty cool. Well, I'm not ready to admit that you're a better shot than I am, but you are a better shot while riding a bike.
Oh, wow, that's pretty generous. I'm glad you can admit that much.
It wasn't that easy to admit.
I bet it wasn't. Well, guys, we've had a lot of fun. Hope you have as well. To get our latest episodes, plus many more videos, shooting tips, and giveaways, subscribe at GouldBrothers.com.
Until next time, be safe, have fun, and keep shooting.